Papa? Papa?
I'm here.
I can't see you.
I'm here.
He had a little girl.
I know, darling.
Gianna.
Yes.
G, like her daddy.
What you got there, darling?
It's a piece of paper. It's got my name on it. Yours, too, and Grandma's and my boys. It's got all our names on it.
What are you going to do with it?
Pray on it. Plant it in the earth. Water it. Sing to it. Maybe it'll grow.
Takes time for things to grow. Long time.
I know, Papa. I remember picking beans and okra and blackberries and digging up potatoes with you.
Those were the good times. I remember your little hands and how hard you thought you were working.
I was working hard.
Oh, you were.
It takes a long time to grow something.
Yes, baby.
I'm going to plant our names. I want to see what grows.
Know that we are here for you, but more importantly, we're here for. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name.
George Floyd.
How many breaths do you think we take each day?
How many in a week?
A month?
A year?
Over the course of a lifetime?
How many times have we lost our breath?
Forgotten to breathe.
How many times have we inhaled when frightened?
Taken a deep breath before diving into water.
Paused while speaking to breathe and think.
How many breaths do our bodies need? Have you counted?
She woke up in the middle of the night screaming, every muscle in her little 8-year-old body tight. Her face was shining in the moonlight from tears. Her mother turned on the light. "What's wrong, baby?" She gathered her child into her arms. "The colors is going away," she wailed. "What? What colors, baby?" "My fingernails, Mama." The child buried her face in her mother's nightgown. "Breathe, blessing, just breathe. Slow down. You're not even awake yet. Come on, wake up. Tell Mama. What is it?" She looked up at her mama, her face twisted in grief. "My paint on my nails, it's chipping off. I played outside and it chipped off." Her mother petted her hair. "Well, that's okay, baby. We can paint them again in the morning." The child looked at her mother and shook her head fiercely, pushing her away. "No, Mama." Mother did not understand. "What is it?" "This paint is special. This is the paint that I had when Daddy was with me. He took me for my special birthday day and got me this paint. I have to keep it on." The mother felt her stomach roll, her heart sink. "Oh, baby." She gathered the child up in her arms again, her own tears falling into her little girl's braids. "I don't want it to go away, Mama." She could barely breathe to soothe her, but she managed. Only this. "Oh, my sweet blessing. I know. I know."
I promise to love you. I promise to fight for you. I can't promise to make you safe.
I will teach you how to tell the difference between a chickadee and a nuthatch. I'll teach you how to find sweet things in the woods that can nourish your body and settle your soul. I'll play music for you that will open whole worlds. I'll sing. I'll try to sing.
I promise I'll always cook good things for you to eat. I promise I will listen to your thoughts about the world. I'll laugh with you. I'll cry with you. I'll hold you and hold you and hold you.
I promise I'll make a path for you. But you can't spend your life walking behind me. You will need to move out ahead into the driving wind. I'll push you for as long as I can. I promise I'll try to let you fly. I'm terrified, but I'll try. I've got 2 sons, 2 little boys. 9 days after we brought our first child home, Philando Castile was murdered. I was sitting in the nursery, rocking my newborn baby as he nursed, his tiny hands folded together like he was praying or wishing for good things, savoring something. I heard the calling of the protesters, heard the anguish in their voices, the rage. I stared down at this brand new life in my arms. His eyelashes, his belly rising and falling with each fast baby breath. I rocked and rocked and rocked, tears streaming down my face, onto my neck, onto my breasts. I nursed my newborn baby on breast milk salty with tears. My body contracted, muscles already sore from giving birth, repairing itself, resilient, intelligent, powerful. I could protect him when he was inside. I can still feel the space where he was. My second son is 10 weeks old when Ahmaud Arbery is murdered. I read about his death while nursing him. He is 23 weeks old when George Floyd is murdered. Protests in my hometown. I curl myself around my son. What can I promise him? 25 weeks when Rayshard Brooks is gunned down. When did I start making his milestones with death? Nursing these little boys, raising them up into a world on fire. Sometimes all I can do is close my eyes and get lost in the rocking as they drift off to sleep, a hand reaching up for my necklace, eyes heavy, breath soft, alive.
I am 76 years old. I suppose I'm now what the young folks call an elder. I know a little bit. I've survived this long in America, in the United States of America. My grandfather lived in a small all-black town in Oklahoma, just southeast of Tulsa. It was called Redbird. They had a post office and 2 grocery stores and dances in the summertime. At Christmas, a single orange would fill his stocking hung by the fire. I never saw the town, but I imagined it. I bet the kitchen smelled like roasted chicken and rabbit, rice and okra. I bet the men laughed on porches and smoked pipes and looked long at the horizon. I bet the women dried their hands with fabric softened by use and washing, snapped peas in the kitchen. I bet my people sang. I bet the children played with marbles and jacks and pine cones. They came for those little towns in 1921, burned them down like so many other all-black towns, took what we'd made from so little and tried to take more, raised Rondo, put a highway smack in the center of our businesses and homes. I lived where the Dale Street Bridge crosses Interstate 94. There was a house there where my mama tucked me into my bed at night, and my grandmother and her friends played cards, where we would go through Daddy's pockets for coins when he came home from the railroad. A whole house gone. Everywhere I've been, they try to take something away from us, keep trying to take. They don't know they can't reach what we've got. Only people who can get that deep is more us. And when we get there, we fill each other up with love. I think she was there. I think she came for him when he called on her. She reached out her earth-brown hands and warmed his face like sunlight. "Mama?" "I'm here, baby. Come on with Mama now. I'll show you where we go next. They're waiting for us. Can you see them? All our people waiting for you. Mama, 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 I'm through."
When he was a baby, about 6 months old, he used to sit with his little feet tucked up under him and rock and squeal till you'd have thought his throat hurt. Sometimes when she was washing the sheets, they'd sit on the bed together, her leg out in front of him, his little hands on her warm brown thigh, pushing himself up and up like he wanted to fly. He'd fall back onto the mattress and look up at her with a frown, maybe wondering why his big head was so heavy. She'd slip her hand behind his neck, that soft place she knew so well, feeling with her index finger the curve of his skull and the tiny bones of his spine just above his little bird-like shoulders. She'd gently lift him up from where he lay, tipping him forward, and he'd smile and smile. She'd hold him steady for a moment, gently supporting the back of his neck, velvety soft, warm, alive. never imagining this tender place on his body would ever be treated with anything but love. And then, as mothers do, she'd let go, and he'd sit and rock and smile.